Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to our channel where we explore intriguing and sometimes spine-chilling stories. Today we have a special topic that will leave you in awe and shock. Get ready for the top 5 terrifying stories of pets who turned on their owners. From unexpected attacks to unthinkable betrayals, these accounts will make you think twice about the trust we placed in our beloved animal companions. So buckle up and brace yourselves as we delve into these bone-chilling tales. Number 5. A tiger in a tiny apartment. The story of Antoine Yates, a man who kept a tiger in a tiny apartment, is a shocking and unsettling tale that unfolded in Harlem, New York in 2003. Despite residing in a small apartment, Yates managed to harbor a fully grown pet tiger and an alligator, raising eyebrows and concerns among those who eventually discovered the dangerous situation. In September 2003, Yates sought medical attention for injuries he attributed to his pet pit bull. However, his injuries, along with an anonymous tip received by authorities, sparked suspicion and triggered an investigation into his living conditions. What makes this story even more astonishing is that many residents of Yates' apartment building were aware of the presence of a tiger in his apartment, yet chose not to report it, except for one individual who had complained about the pungent odor of tiger urine seeping through the ceiling. The revelation that Yates was keeping a fully grown tiger and an alligator in his cramped living space shocked both the authorities and the general public. The inherent dangers of housing such large and potentially dangerous animals in an urban apartment became apparent, posing a significant risk not only to Yates but also to the neighbors living in close proximity. Once the authorities were alerted to the situation, they took immediate action. Both the tiger and the alligator were removed from Yates' apartment and transferred to a shelter where they could receive proper care and containment. The animals' removal ensured the safety of the community and the welfare of the animals themselves, as they were ill-suited for domestic confinement. The fact that many people were aware of the presence of a tiger in an apartment building but chose not to report it highlights the potential dangers of a culture of silence and the importance of community responsibility. The incident also shed light on the need for stricter regulations regarding exotic pet ownership, emphasizing the potential risks associated with keeping wild animals in residential areas. Antoine Yates' case serves as a stark reminder of the dangers and consequences that arise when people attempt to keep wild animals as pets without considering the animal's welfare or the safety of those around them. It emphasizes the significance of responsible pet ownership, proper knowledge of an animal's natural habitat and behavior, and adherence to laws and regulations regarding the ownership of exotic animals. Number 4. Humphrey the hippo. In 2011, a tragic incident occurred involving Marius Els, a former South African army major, and his pet hippopotamus named Humphrey. Els had adopted Humphrey when the hippo was just 5 months old, after it had been rescued from a flood. Els had attempted to domesticate the 1.2-ton creature, but the consequences were devastating. Els had developed a deep bond with Humphrey and often referred to him as a son, believing that there was a special connection between them. However, keeping a hippopotamus as a pet is highly discouraged by African authorities due to their unpredictable behavior and the inherent dangers they pose. Despite the warnings, Els continued to keep Humphrey in his care. Over time, Humphrey's unpredictable nature became increasingly evident. The hippo had a history of breaking out of his enclosure, causing havoc in the area. There were instances where he chased golfers and displayed aggression towards people and other animals. The sheer size and strength of hippos, coupled with their ability to run at speeds of up to 30 miles per hour, make them one of the most dangerous animals in Africa. In fact, hippos are responsible for more deaths in the country than almost any other wild animal. On that fateful day, the bond that Els believed he had with Humphrey took a tragic turn. Humphrey attacked Els, inflicting severe and life-threatening injuries. The incident served as a stark reminder of the inherent risks involved in attempting to domesticate and keep wild animals as pets, especially species as powerful and unpredictable as hippos. African authorities emphasize the importance of respecting the natural behaviors and habitats of wildlife, including hippos. Hippos are territorial and highly aggressive creatures, and their natural instincts cannot be fully suppressed or trained away. Attempting to domesticate them is not only dangerous for the owners but also poses a significant risk to public safety. The story of Humphrey the hippopotamus highlights the need for responsible pet ownership and the understanding that some animals, particularly wild ones, are not suitable for domestication. It serves as a tragic example of the consequences that can arise when people underestimate the inherent nature of these powerful creatures and attempt to keep them in unnatural and confined environments. Number 3. A hoarder black widow. Mark Vogel, A resident of Dortmund, Germany, had developed a peculiar lifestyle, living alone in a small apartment surrounded by a collection of insects and snakes that he considered his pets. Tragically, it was one of these pets, a black widow spider, that brought about his demise in a macabre turn of events. Vogel's solitary lifestyle took a dark turn when he was bitten by the very creature he had welcomed into his home. Unfortunately, it took approximately 2 weeks for his body to be discovered, during which time his extensive menagerie of spiders, lizards, and snakes indulged in a grisly feast upon his remains. The apartment was a haunting scene, with webs enveloping his lifeless body and the remnants of him scattered throughout. Hundreds of spiders, along with various other insects and reptiles, had taken part in consuming him, leaving behind a chilling reminder of the consequences of Vogel's unorthodox lifestyle. The story of Mark Vogel serves as a chilling reminder of the dangers associated with harboring exotic and potentially dangerous pets. In his case, the black widow spider, known for its venomous bite, became a catalyst for his tragic demise. It highlights the importance of understanding the risks and responsibilities involved in owning and caring for such creatures. Furthermore, the story sheds light on the potential consequences of hoarding and living in unsanitary conditions. Vogel's collection of creatures was not only a danger to himself, but also a reflection of a lifestyle that lacked proper care and hygiene. The unfortunate circumstances surrounding his death emphasize the need for a balanced and responsible approach to pet ownership and living conditions. Number 2. Travis the chimpanzee. Travis the chimpanzee rose to fame after appearing on television with his owner Sandra Harold. Harold asked her friend Charla Nash for assistance in putting the 200-pound monkey back into his cage in 2009. When Travis saw Nash, he attacked. Travis was enraged when Harold attempted to stop him with a knife. Travis ripped the door off one of the police vehicles when she phoned 911 and cops came. Travis' rampage was put to a stop when an officer shot him. Nash was finally compensated by Harold's heirs and had major reconstructive surgery. Number 1. Scarface the Pitbull. After she attempted to make her pet pitbull wear a jumper, a Florida lady and her family were harassed by him. Scarface, a pitbull, attacked Brenda Guerrero, 52, at her Tampa home on New Year's Day in 2017. When her husband Ismael intervened to assist her, the dog attacked him. The couple's 22-year-old son attempted to intervene but was unsuccessful in stopping the dog. The three ultimately got away, leaving the dog outside. Animal control officials were summoned to the house and had to use a taser to control the dog. Scarface was described by officials as pretty aggressive, which is an understatement. So next time you think about making a fashion decision for your pitbull, you might want to think about his feelings towards your fashion choices. Thank you for watching. Anything you think we missed? Be sure to let us know in the comments, and if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing and turn on post notifications so you don't miss another video. Until next time, stay intrigued.